Start. You gotta begin. It's not gonna be as scary or as daunting or as hard as you think it will, especially if you take the time to break down all the little steps along the way. Hey, it's Katherine Norland. Two things I've learned when it comes to the creative process. The first is just to start. It's never as daunting as it first appears. Once you begin, your brain will go to work in figuring out how to make it happen. Even if you have no idea right now how you're going to do it. Do the thing that you know to do. Do the one step that you know to do. And if you don't even know one thing to do, then ask someone. Ask someone who's done it before or they've done something similar. But most likely, you know the first step to take. You're just nervous, or you're scared that it's not going to turn out, or it's not going to be like you thought it would be, and it's just one more fabulous idea in your head. So start. The second thing is everything takes longer than you think it will. So if you don't schedule enough time or factor in trials and errors and revamps, I have found that even when it's smooth sailing and you don't have those things come up, it takes longer than you think it will. I have said, I'm gonna launch my book at this certain time. I'm gonna launch my course at this time. But it becomes more difficult than I perceive, and it takes longer than I think it will because I haven't factored in all the things that could go wrong. So why is it a good idea to start today? It's a good idea to start today because you're gonna be closer to your goal. And it's going to take longer than you think it will. You have to get out of the habit of procrastinating. You have to get out of the habit of saying, it's only going to take me 30 days to complete this, so I'm going to start 30 days out. My goodness, anyone who has children can attest to, it only takes 15 minutes to get out of the house. I don't know if I've ever been on time to church since I've had kids. That's a whole nother story. I need to work on starting earlier because it's always going to take longer than you think it will. And you throw into the mix kids' unpredictability, throw into the mix a child with special needs, and you just don't know. Maybe that child is not going to want to wear blue that day. But blue is the only color shoes they have. And it's gonna take 20 minutes to convince them why wearing the blue shoes is a good idea. Yes, I've had too much caffeine today. I'm sorry. I'm like, so guys, two things. The two things are start. You gotta begin. It's not going to be as scary or as daunting or as hard as you think it will, especially if you take the time to break down all the little steps along the way. If you don't know all the steps, by golly, I'm sure you know the first one. So start. Second, please allot for yourself more time because you're never going to know if things are going to come up that you don't perceive. Maybe you have to order a certain part and they're all out of those parts. I have a friend who was going to go on a road trip, but guess what? Some scoundrel came and cut the catalytic converter off of his car. So he can't go on that road trip. You never know. You can't factor in other stuff that you don't know is going to happen. So always give yourself some leeway and some wiggle room. We're calling all the automotive places. Catalytic converters are sold out because these thieves have been going around cutting them off of cars. And I guess the government in California, wanting to protect us consumers, does not allow you to have used catalytic converters on your car and still have it pass smog. So they think they're stopping the scoundrel thieves who are cutting it off the car so they can't have aftermarket resale on it. But actually it's kind of hurting us because now we have to pay, my friend, $2,500 to get a new catalytic converter because you're not allowed to buy a used one. Point being, stuff's gonna come up that you don't think is gonna happen. So start sooner, give yourself more wiggle room, but the important thing is to start. You guys got this. You'll figure it out. Just keep going. Start today. Tomorrow's too late, but it's never too late. But start today. No excuses. You got this. Hey there, it is Katherine Norland. I hope you enjoyed that video. And if you did, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. And if you guys think that this video would bless somebody else or that they need to hear it, please hit the share button. And there's a little bell button too where you can be notified whenever I have a video that comes out so you don't miss a thing. I appreciate you guys. Remember, always live true, love hard, shine bright, and I will see you in the next video.